Well, today, as we are writing a letter of application for a course, you are going to apply for a course, an international course, let's say. We need to reflect on your academic background so that you can remember and make a compilation of information that you need. So some questions. Can you start reading the questions, Ere, please?
Yes, reflecting of your academic background, what subjects or disciplines have you excelled in through, throughout your academic journey? Can you identify any specific projects, assignments, or research papers that you are particularly proud of? Why? What academic skills or strengths do you strengths do you
Strengths.
believe do you believe set you apart from other applicants? Have you participated in any extracurricular activities or academic clubs that have enriched your learning experience? Can you describe any academic achievements or
Describe.
awards you describe any academic achievements or awards you have received and the significance they hold for you? Have you had the opportunity to engage in any hands-on experiences, internships, or research opportunities related to your field of study?
Okay. Well, so the first question, we have these phrases. I put it in red. I put them in red because I think they are some phrases that you could use in your emails too. If you excelled in something, means that you are better than others. Like you outstand other candidates or other participants. So subjects or disciplines. Start thinking. For example, in my case, I think I was good in Spanish, in music. I don't know why it helps, but it should help somehow. I was good to write in writing in general. It was not difficult for me. It was something I liked. Then research papers, assignments, projects that you feel proud of. Maybe you participated in academically, in a project or in some research. Try to remember. For example, in my case, I was one of the teachers who designed the English program for Polytechnico. Nowadays, they are using this program at Polytechnico. I am not working there anymore, but I was some of the teachers in charge, so I feel proud of that.
Your
And
legacy is
why
still
I
there,
feel
teacher.
what?
Your legacy is still there.
Sorry, I couldn't get it.
Your legacy still there.
Yes.
Polytechnico. Although you no longer work there.
The thing is that it was a mess, but I feel really proud because in my we were like 15 teachers and all the people there they had different views, but we had to agree, and it was really difficult sometimes. And also the authorities were a little bit difficult to deal with. But at the end, I think it was a good result. And the thing that I love the most is that one teacher one of these authorities I used to hate, now he's one of my best friends. I don't know what happened. So you learn from everyone. Well, then academic skills that set you apart from that makes you different or makes you stand out from others. So what makes you different from others? Talking about academic skills or strengths, abilities. Skills also. Well, extracurricular activities. I don't know, maybe something about sports, maybe some competitions, or maybe chess, or maybe you were in the school journal, something like that. Academic achievements, yes. maybe you won a competition, maybe you participated in a maths competition, something like that. I remember when we were in school, Eric, we used to go to this maths competitions, horrible competitions. Yeah, I didn't like it, but it was they give you well, the teacher used to give us an extra mark, so it was something. Well, if you
Yes.
engage in any hands-on experience, it means something in which you could get some face-to-face interaction with the problem, with other people, talking about academic things. So internships, research, something that made you have more experience. Okay, so let's start with the first question. What about you, Alex? What subjects or disciplines have you excelled in your life? Your academic life, of course.
Maybe I have always considered myself as talented at physics. I'm
Physics.
quite good at it. Yeah, and I enjoy while doing it. On the other hand, or for instance, I don't enjoy chemistry or maths, but physics, yeah.
For me, it was horrible. Physics. I used to have a teacher who was not easy to understand what he was saying. He had a problem in his, well, he had a problem when he spoke. So I couldn't understand what he was saying. And for me, physics was totally in blank. Okay, excellent. And you, Ere?
Sorry, can you repeat it, please?
Yes. What subjects were you good at or you excelled in when you were in school?
I think in communication, grammar, grammar and writing, history I like also,
Mhm.
literature,
Literature.
literature also.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yeah. I think I'm good in social science and human science. But no, no, it's not science. It's like
Humanistics. Yeah.
humanities. Yes.
Yes. And I don't. Sometimes I think about our time in school, and I say, why was I studying there if it has nothing to do with me? But
Me because of my father and my mother. They want
uh,
they want me to be an engineer, but it doesn't work.
it didn't work for us. Yes. Well, and what
Yes.
about you, Lou? What subjects were you good at or you excelled in, Lou?
Well, it's a good question because uh,
You don't
I
remember.
well, I should reckon that I really enjoy as Eden
Mhm.
humanistics and literature, but it's not the same enjoying the subjects that being really or having excelled through
Mhm.
that because I couldn't have the chance to do it in a deeper way. But I
Mhm.
really enjoy those kind of subjects. And when I had the chance to uh, have the uh, to select maybe the my major, I I did with this one that I have uh, laws because I really enjoyed reading and trying to know more about how things should be done in
But
the
you
right
enjoy.
way or something like that.
The good
Yes.
thing is that you enjoy them. So
Yes.
that is what is worth from life. Well, excellent. In the next question, it says, can you identify any specific projects? Well, specific projects that I worked, I studied music. So for some years, I was playing in the school band and in the school orchestra at UNAM, at this music faculty now, because in my times it was the National School of Music, but now it is the music faculty. And it was really nice because we could travel to many places. I got to know a lot of nice pieces of music. And also because I had the opportunity to be the assistant of the conductor assistant. So for me, it was a very nice experience, and I got to know lots of people. So I love it. What about you? Let's start with you, Ere. Projects.
Projects. Well, I have participated in some interesting projects. Two of them were financed by yes, financed by how do you say, sorry?
Finance. They were
Financed by CONACYT, and the bigger of those projects, it was to determine the profile of the tourist of low incoming of low incoming of the cities of Monterrey, Guadalajara, and Mexico City, and to determine which kind of products they consume. So it was very interesting. It lasts 1 year, and we were first all the documental part. Like all the documental part, and then we had to do some I forgot the name. Wait, the encuestas, surveys. Surveys. Yes, surveys, and then with the results we get the profile, and then with the results we work with the stakeholder of these destinations, Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey, and we give a workshop about how to develop tourist products for this kind of for this market, or for this segment of the market. And yeah, it was a very interesting one.
Was it when you were in school?
No, it was when I was working at, well, it could be. It was when I was working at Anáhuac and when I was studying my PhD. So yeah, okay. It can be working and studying, yes.
And you said they were supported by CONACYT or what?
Yes. They gave us the money, yeah, for to do it, because it was a subject that the Secretaría de Turismo was interested in to know the profile of this consumer, and the products that it can be developed, or all this stuff. Yes.
Okay, excellent. And what about you, Lou? Is there a specific project that you can remember?
Well, I remember when I was at the court. I was in my third semester, and I started having like kind of similar a social service, but not at that time because I was starting my major. But I started then working quoted on this card, and I remember that I noticed that it was not so in order. Everything, it was kind of
messy.
Messy. And I have well, an idea about the way we could have more control with the this how's the word, I forgot the word, expedientes, these
File.
files, these
Mhm.
files, and they didn't do it. A person who was like the typers, or I don't know how to say this, notaries, or I don't know, the
Mhm.
people in charge with to answer back to the barristers and stuff, and
Mhm.
they didn't have the same file. I mean, for the same person in charge, and when you have a file with you for the first time, you needed to read them all in order uh, to reply the best way, and in a the point is that you spent a lot of time there. Spent a lot of time there because you needed to know all the case. So I have a proposal to the judge, and I told him at that moment why, since the document came to the court, uh, we assigned this file for only one barrister and notary in order to he to know all the case and solve the situation in a better way.
And what was something that you learned from that project, like from that experience? What is something like you said, that taught me to
well, to analyze better the files, and in order to really know in a better way what was happening in that case, because otherwise maybe you could reply something different if you didn't understand well the matter in these files. So I know you need to know a lot of cases as well, but uh, we could have the chance to know better or deeper in those cases in order to solve the best way.
Okay. Well, we need to reflect on this because this is something that we are putting into paper. So it
Okay.
is okay to start remembering. Okay. Well, thank you, Lou. And you, Alex, an specific project or assignment that you say, this helped me a lot, or I learned a lot from this.
More like a research paper. I am
Uh-huh.
particularly proud of my thesis.
Oh,
Actually, I lately I've been thinking about to join a contest.
about joining a thesis contest?
Yeah,
Content?
exactly.
Why?
Because at the time I presented it in order to get my professional degree, I received some pretty good comments from the examiners, and some of them suggested me to join a contest with that thesis. So I'm planning to do that, and I'm quite proud of my research.
Well, I suggest another suggestion. I suggest you start with it. Like,
Yeah, for sure, teacher. I'm gonna do
mhm. And what was something that you learned from that?
it.
From that
To process information, to synthesize. How do you say it? Synthesize.
synthesize. Uh-huh.
To synthesize information just to get the most important parts of papers and articles. That was something I I really learned while I was writing that thesis. And also
Okay.
I practiced my English a lot because I would say that more than 90% of the bibliography I consulted while I was
Uh-huh.
writing it was written in English.
Oh, okay. And did you have the chance to interview someone in English? Some of the well, sometimes you include interviews in thesis, so I don't know if you had the chance.
No, I'm not really teacher, but I have a chance to contact some of the most important and recognized researchers
Recognized.
in the
Uh-huh.
topic which my thesis is about, and they were pretty thoughtful
Okay.
and humble to share their more recent papers and information.
It is great when you interview someone that you admire and they
Yeah.
are so nice and they help you a lot and you say, wow, aha. I had the
Yes.
chance to meet a teacher, a very famous teacher. Well, in the how do you say this? In the teacher's word, he is very famous. His name is what is his name? I don't remember. Jeremy Harmer. He's a very famous author. And when I had the chance to talk to him, to say hello, we were talking about music, we were talking about many things, and it was a great experience. Maybe he doesn't remember, of course, but for me, it was a very memorable experience. So I
One of the
understand what.
best days of your life.
And also, I had the chance to meet Wynton Marsalis, a very famous trumpet player when I was in school. And it was like, wow. Yes. Wynton Marsalis. Well, a new question, a new question. What academic skill set you apart from other applicants? What is something that makes you different? In my case, I think it is my energy, well, I think, yeah, my energy, my willingness to help. That is, maybe I am not like the most intelligent or the most experienced teacher, but I think I really want to help. So that is something that sets me apart from other teachers. But what about you? What makes you different from others? Let's start with you, Alex. Thank you again.
Maybe skills that set me apart from other
Mhm.
applicants is that I consider myself uh, as effective while communicating. I don't overuse words. I just go straight and I prefer to keep it simple, clear and straight.
And this is something you need when you are writing an email like this, because you cannot um, talk about all your life. You need to focus on the important things. Very, very nice. Okay. And you, Lou, what is something that sets you apart from other applicants?
Well, I don't know.
You never know.
I'm not. I am not used to talk about my skills. Like I consider that I can could sound like kind of arrogant or something like that. But well, I try to understand people the way uh, I'd like to be understood. So
So you are a
I help
very
them.
understanding person.
I try to put myself in that place in order to help the people to face some things or
In the
situations.
shoes of others.
Yes.
Okay, I like it. And I think you can add also that you are apart from understanding person, you are very wise or and you try to be helpful. So that could work.
Thank you, teacher, for considering
That could
me
work.
that way.
Yes. Well, and what about you, Ere? Something that you think it is very different from other people in
Well,
you.
I don't know if very different, but I think I'm good at analyzing the problem, a situation.
Mhm.
Also, I think I am a very organized person, or at least professionally. I like
Mhm.
to, to have priorities, to take action in according to the necessities, and Yes, I think I'm good at researching also. Yes. I don't know, maybe these things and another academic skills. I think I'm good at writing also, and maybe doing or to to prepare presentations and all this stuff. Yes.
Okay. Something that I think it is very important to point out is that we must focus in this part when you are talking about the things that make you different from other candidates. You must mention things that you think are important or relevant for the job or the course that you are applying to. If you are applying for, if you are applying for a course in, I don't know, in human resources or something like that, well, try to mention abilities, skills, strengths that refer to the contact with people. For example, if you are applying for a, I don't know, data analysis course, make sure that you mention something about organization, logistics, analyzing things like this. So that we need to put we need to include things that are relevant for the job or for the course in this case. Well, the next question: extracurricular activities that you participated in when you were in school. Let's start with you, Lou. Maybe dancing, maybe yoga, maybe, I don't know, something.
When I was college, I remember I was training in taekwondo at that very moment, and we had the chance to help the instructor to teach the beginners. So as I was learning at the same time, I was teaching to others.
You were teaching others.
Yes, other, I mean, beginners. So I was practicing for 15 years there, so I had the chance to learn a lot from them while teaching. So I was doing that at that in that time when I was in college. I was training. I was practicing taekwondo.
And do you think it helped you to how do you say this, to perform your following jobs after school?
Well, actually, as well as we consider this discipline as a way of life, not only a physical activity, we try to put in practice this philosophy of respect and helping each other. All these principles that we had during our preparation there.
Okay. Well, what about you, Ere? Extracurricular activities. Parties are not extracurricular activities. Sorry, Ere. Microphone.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Extracurricular activities. I don't know in which part of my life, but nowadays I don't have extracurricular activities.
But
But
when you were
maybe,
in school,
well, I used to be until the beginning of the high school. I used to be a Girl Scout, so I got camping and yeah, and some rallies and things like that. So I think this is an extracurricular activity that,
and this
and
is really
it was a good experience and give and has gave me given me I don't know, a way to survive with few resources and to be adapted in different conditions or environments, and to work a team, to work in
In
team or
teams.
teamwork, yeah, in teams, and to follow orders also, or to have
So,
a hierarchies, hierarchies, yes,
uh-huh.
hierarchies. Yes, I think, and also a security. It gave me a security, and also and also this vision of helping people, or to do something good for your community, and to care about the others.
To care about others. Yes, I think it is important to mention this. Of course, maybe with the number of words that you have for CAE, for this kind of letters, maybe you won't be able to include everything, but at least it is important to remember them and see how they could be useful in your letter. Okay. Well, what
Okay,
about you,
yes.
Alex? What about you, Alex? An extracurricular activity. Uh-huh.
Well, at the high school, I
Companies. Uh-huh.
participated the in the soccer team, and then at the
Okay.
university, for a short period of time, I was part of the Polytechnico boxing team.
Oh, did you have the chance to participate in competitions or not really?
When I took part in the soccer team, yeah, but
Okay.
not when I joined the Polytechnico boxing team.
Okay. And in which way do you think it helped you to perform the to perform in other aspects?
Well, while participating in these activities, it
Mhm,
equipped me
mhm.
with a huge sense of
Discipline. Mhm,
discipline, and it helped me a lot in many other life aspects.
mhm. For example, I think in a job interview, this could be really helpful to mention too. I know, like, boxing teacher, yeah, but not because you link this to violence or something like that. No, you link it with discipline, and this is really important. And because in some job interviews they ask you about hobbies, so I would mention cycling because it keeps me tranquil. It gives me the chance to keep focus, and also because it gives me the opportunity to go further all the time. So if you can link this with something positive, well, your extracurricular activities with something nice, mention. Well, then academic achievements. Uh-huh. Academic achievements. I don't remember any. I know, yes, yes. Academic achievements. Oops. I was the first of my generation when I was studying the teacher's courses. I was the first in my generation to be offered a job, and I hadn't finished my teacher's courses, and they offered me a job. So for me, it was an achievement, but I don't know. I don't know.
It is teacher.
Yes. And they gave me a group before I finished the courses. So I think it was good. What about you, Lu? Lu Padilla. Thank you. I for teacher.
Teacher.
An academic
It's my
achievement.
nickname. Okay.
Uh-huh. Lulu.
Yeah. Well, maybe that I received for 9 semesters the knowledge award for getting the perfect average. It
Oh.
was it was really nice because, you know, I studied with young people, and that could be my sons or daughters. So I had a lot of activities apart from studying, and I got this award 9 semesters, and being the first person in the group who was doing this with all the responsibilities behind. Um, I was really satisfied, and I am really satisfied with that because I could prove to myself that I could make anything, no matter how difficult could this be. And getting this award, it was not only the way of saying I am a good student or something like that, is because I wanted to take advantage of this second chance in life to study while I was uh, being his wife and mom or a lot of things. So I had this chance to
A
have
great
this.
achievement. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, excellent. Let me mention another one. I received a scholarship from this Oxford printing press company, and they gave me the chance to study another course at the Anglo for a year. So I didn't have to pay for anything, and I received the chance. So it was good for me. I finished the course, and I was not the best because it was really demanding, but I finished with a good average.
Yeah,
So
well, sorry.
yeah. uh
Just trying to remembering now that you are saying that, having the chance to uh, have this award. Uh,
mhm,
I apart from that, uh, because of getting this average,
mhm.
I I was studying all my major uh, with this uh, without paying anything in all the major because of my average. So it was really helpful for my
Oh,
husband, you know,
good. I
because
don't have the sound for these applauses, but applause. Excellent. Well, what about you, Ere? Some academic achievements that you can remember and impress us. Like, wow.
No,
No?
no, I don't think
Yeah.
so. No, during my bachelor, yes, I got
Bachelor.
a scholar, bachelor, yes, I got a scholarship of the 50% of the, the discount of the how do you say, the colegiatura of
The school fees.
the fees, yes, of the fees, because of my good average. So it was good, and it was good for my, well, for my parents budget, or yeah, money, yeah, because
Mhm.
I didn't pay for by myself, but yes. And also I think for example, when I was at the master degree. Something like you. I was offered a job before 1 year before of finishing my master degree. So it was a good for me. I think it was a good opportunity. And in the case of my PhD, I was the first of all my generation of all the and all, yeah, because I was in the first generation of that program. I was the
Mhm.
the first person and woman on to get the grade. So yeah, that's good.
Okay, great. I remember one of my best friends in the school was the first saxophone player. Well, the first woman saxophone player to finish the major in the school, and
Oh,
we were
yeah.
proud of it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Yes.
her name is Alma. Alma was
Alma.
the first.
Oh,
Alma, and she was like very nice, very tender, and I think when you are the first of all your gender to finish this or to do something that kind of important, your feeling is deeper, I think, and your achievement is
mm, yeah.
yes, excellent. Well, what about you, Alex? An academic achievement that you want to mention?
Mm, maybe getting a certificate by Cambridge University, that could be something.
Yes. Your
And
FCE?
yeah, the FCE
Mhm.
certificate. And
Mhm.
also, well, when you
Which, by
join
the way,
the,
you studied with me, by
yeah,
the way.
by the way, so I highly recommend you
Thank you.
to the
Okay, another
university for
one.
it. And when someone joins the geology or picks the geology as major, it's because they have been how can I say this? They have the idea of working as exploration geologists. That is
Mhm.
what everybody who studies geology wants. But and I can say that at least of my generation, I am the only one who has achieved that. So that
Okay.
also could be something.
And how long did it take you to do it?
Uh, Taking my time as a student into account,
Mhm.
let's say 6 years.
6 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it is difficult to believe, but the same as your school, there are some schools that you can take even 9 years to finish. So in music, it is that way. 9 years to finish a grade in music. So that is also six
That
years
is
is
even more than
uh,
medicine major, right?
yeah, it is like the same, maybe not the same, I don't know if it is the same duration, but it is something like that. 9 years. And it is like really 9 years. Yes, it takes you that long. But anyway, you continue studying after you finish your major. So you continue forever. Well, next, and the last question. Some hands-on experience, for example, internship, research, some kind of research teams that you have participated in. Okay, Ere, hello.
Well, yes.
Uh-huh.
Hello. Yes. Yes. I mentioned before that I had
Mhm.
to. I think I had participated in two very important projects, research projects, financed by CONACYT, and also in 2022 I was making a research stay at Universidad del Caribe, like a postdoctoral position. And yes, also
Oh,
I manage a research over there about the competitiveness of the tourist destination
I
of
did.
Quintana Roo.
Mhm.
And also another that I like it a lot, and I was invited uh, by a neighbor that she deals with cultural topics, and she invited me to participate in the in the project of to postulate the bolero, you know, the género, the genre, the musical genre bolero as a as a cultural heritage of the humanity. And and last November or last of October or something like that, the bolero was recognized by the UNESCO to be a cultural heritage, and in material cultural heritage for the humanity. And it was postulated by Mexico and Cuba governments, and I participate in
You
the develop of
participated.
some. Yes, in a part of, because it's a work of many years and a lot of people and musicians and in experts and many things. But yes, I participate in developing some workshops with I don't know how to say. They call it, the term is portadores. You know, the people that produce the cultural manifestation. In this case, bolero. And yes, I participate developing and conducting and to get all the results about these workshops, working with the portadores. I mean, author of the letters, of the lyrics of the boleros, musicians, and people being vinculated with the genre, and it was very
Linked.
interesting. And I link it with the yarn, and it was a very nice experience. And yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay, excellent. I didn't know that. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Ere.
thank you.
Well, what about you, Lou? Internships, research opportunities, something hands-on experience.
Well, in my case, not really. I didn't have the chance to do that apart from all the things that I had to do while I was doing my major. But I suppose I gained a lot of experience while I was studying, working in that court. I was learning at the same time, which helped me to realize how things were really in the real world. I mean, because you learn something in the classroom, all the theory, but when you go to your first job or something like that related to your major, it's not always the same. And I was learning at the same time, so I suppose it was part of my.
It was too much for you to do it at the same
Yeah,
time.
but I mean, I was at the same time, almost at the same time, learning all the theory and putting on practice in the at the same time almost, and I'm learning a lot from the real world, because it's really different what you are learning in the classroom. When you go to the real world, you see, oh my gosh, now how can I solve this? And I was learning at the same time in real world. So I suppose it was this was my advantage on this.
Okay. And well, in the case of Alex, thank you, Alex. Did you participate in an internship program before you started your previous job? Or you
Yes,
just
I
entered
had the opportunity to get a position as a trainee
first? Oh,
in a laboratory at Cemex, which is a company that focus on not only on producing but also in generating new technologies related to concrete.
okay. And how long was it?
1 year.
For 1 year. And did you receive any payment or not
Yeah.
really?
Yes, I received a payment every month.
And after that, were you hired or there was no chances for being hired?
There were no chances.
Oh,
Yeah.
as we say in Spanish, chale. How do you say chale in English? I don't know. Well, I think it is a good, it was a good reflection of our, and I include myself because I love remembering all of this. So that we could collect all this information before we put it into paper. Okay. Well, next part. This is the task, a common task in the exam. Imagine you are applying for a course, and this is similar to what you are going to find in the exam. So, Lou, can you read the task, please?
Sure. Applying for a course. You have read the following information from a British university and have decided to apply for a course. The university welcomes applications to all its courses from overseas students. Please write to the admissions officer giving details of the course you wish to apply for and why. Your letter should include an outline of your qualifications and any other relevant information. Write your letter of application to the admissions officer from 220 to 260 words. That's what it applies to us, to all of us.
For CPE, I included this because just to make the comparison, for CPE, you should write from 280 to 320 words, but for CAE, it is 220 to 160 words. So at this moment, don't pay attention to this. This is my way of erasing things. Thank you. But as you can see, well, some questions. What do we have to write? The first question. What do we have to write?
Well, we need to
A formal letter.
Yeah.
A formal letter. Not a report, not an essay, because sometimes when you want to apply, apart from the letter, some universities ask you to write an essay. An essay about a topic, or an essay about a book, or even the review of a book, or an article. So in this case, just the letter, the letter of application. What things do we have to include in our letter?
Ay, perdón, sorry.
Okay, Alex. No, Alex? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, what was the question?
What are the things that you should include in your letter?
Your contact data, I guess.
Okay. Contact information. Yeah, because if you
The,
don't do it, they won't know how to contact you.
I think you must use a formal language.
Formal language, okay. Also, what
And
else?
also explain why you are writing.
Okay, why you are writing also. This is also necessary. But what aspects should you focus on? Yes, Eric.
I think the motivations of why you are writing, why you want to be there, and also, the motivations. What are your we were talking about your abilities, or why they most accept you, or why you are good for them. Yes, and maybe describing part of of your experience or research, or what you have been working or doing. I don't know, and hoping a positive answer or something like that.
Okay, well, here it says giving details of the course you wish to apply. This is one thing. Maybe you want to apply for I I don't know, a maths course or a history course. So first you need to do some research. What are the courses that they are offering? That could be the first. And why you want to apply for this? Why are they relevant or important for you to take? Then an outline, a description of your qualifications. Why you think you are good for this course? And why you are the best candidate for the course, or a good candidate for the course, and any other relevant information that you should include. Well, I also decided to include some tips. Rudy, some tips for you to know what you should include. So it says tips for a letter of application for a course. The first one, Lou, please.
Research the institution, its reputation, programs offered, faculty members, and any unique features or opportunities it provides.
Okay, in the exam, of course, you won't have time to do this. They will give you like details about the course, maybe, or details about the school, but well, some information. But you won't have the chance to do research. In case you want to really write this kind of letter, you should do this. In case you really need to apply for a course overseas in a maybe a university in the United States or in England or in any other country where they speak English. So in the real exam, of course, it is not possible, but if you really want to do it, this is the first thing that you need to do. So that you can understand the courses that they have, the vision of the institution, and some of the members that have been there. Okay. The next one, Alex.
Understand requirements, understand the specific requirements and guidelines for the application, including deadlines, required documents, and any additional materials that need to be submitted.
This is also for a real letter. In the exam, of course, you are not going to include, for example, documents. And maybe they won't give you deadlines. But if you really want to apply for a course in an overseas, well, in an institution, you should consider all of this. What is the last day to deliver your letter? All the documents that you need to deliver, and the materials you need to attach. Well, the next one. This is for Ere.
Yes, clear and concise writing.
This
Write
one,
clearly.
the
Sorry.
previous one.
Tailor the letter for the specific institution and program. Demonstrate genuine interest and alignment with the values, goals, and strength of the institution.
Also, if you really want to write a letter to apply for a course, you should consider this. You shouldn't send just the same letter to all universities. No. Maybe you are applying to 3 or 4 different universities. So in this case, you should make it special for each university. Like they say, tailor, customize, make it unique for each university. Maybe one university is more famous for I don't know, the values or the programs that they have or the humanistic approach. So you focus on that with according to that university. And if you are applying to another university for a course which is more specified or more specialized, well, you should make it fit for all of them. Don't and the same for a job application. Don't send general applications. No, you should tailor it. Make it specially designed for one or another institution. Well, the next one, Lou.
Clear and concise writing. Write clearly and concisely, avoiding unnecessary jargon and overly complex language.
Don't use or overuse ideas that cannot be understood.
Don't show off.
Yes, like formal language or neutral language, but no informal language. And try not to repeat ideas. Try to focus on the important things. Well, the intro. How this is helpful for all the letters. Okay, Alex, please.
Introduction. Start your letter with a strong and engaging introduction, including a brief statement of purpose and their motivation for applying to the program.
So, engaging introduction, don't make it like a show, but don't make it boring. Try to make the reader stay there and finish reading. And the purpose. Why are you writing? Of course, to apply for a course, but you shouldn't be more specific. We are going to check it. Then something about academic background, Ere, please.
Oh, well, okay. Academic background. Highlight your academic background, including relevant coursework, projects, research experience, and any academic achievements or awards.
We were talking about this, so now you can remember what you should include here. Well, next one. This is for Lou. Relevant experience, please.
Sure. Include any relevant work experience, internships, volunteer activities, or extracurricular involvement that demonstrates their qualification and suitability for the program.
What happens when you haven't had a job so far? Well, you can focus on, for example, volunteer work, volunteer activities. Maybe you were in your church or in your community, you were working as a volunteer doing something special for the community, and it helped you to understand something. Remember, you should mention why it was important in your life. Extracurricular involvement, well, any other activities like chess team or maybe sport activities, that sporting activities that were important for you, but you should always link it to the relevance of the course. Why is it important for the course? Well, then career goals. This is for Ere.
Career goals. Articulate career goals and aspirations, explaining how the
program
aligns with their professional objectives and how you intend to leverage your education to make a meaningful impact.
These goals and your aspirations, why are they relevant for your future, for your objectives in the future? And in this case, meaningful impact. Do it in a positive way. Focus on the positive things. And leverage means like, how does it help your education to have a meaningful impact? Talking about the course and your professional development. Okay, then Alex, please. Personal attributes.
Yes. Personal attributes. Showcase your personal attributes, such as leadership skills, teamwork abilities, problem-solving capabilities, cultural sensitivity, and adaptability.
Sensitivity. Okay, so this, for example, teamwork, as Ere said a moment ago, how they help, well, these attributes can help you to solve problems, cultural things that can apply for the job, adaptability, all of these things can be relevant for the course and the benefits that you get from the course. Well, next one, Lou.
Closing statement. Conclude your letter with a strong closing statement, reiterating their enthusiasm for the program, gratitude for the opportunity to apply, and readiness to contribute positively to the academic community.
Well, in this case, this should be your enthusiasm. Your
Yeah.
enthusiasm. So don't just say, I want to study with the course. No, I want to study the course because I think it will be good for my, I don't know, for my leadership skills. And I am really looking forward. I really want to take it. And I want to say thanks for accepting me. This is really important. Write as if you have been accepted already. I will be I am really thankful for your consideration, or yes, for your consideration for the program, or for considering me for the program, as if you have been accepted. Sometimes it helps. Maybe you haven't, or you haven't been accepted, but make it real for you in your mind. Then proofreading. Proofreading is like read again. You finish your letter and then take some time, maybe 2 or 3 hours or 1 day, and then you reread it and you correct it. So can you read this part, Lou?
Sure, teacher. Proofreading and editing. Proofread or proofread in this case?
Proofread, because it is
proofread, okay, and edit the letter carefully to ensure grammatical accuracy, coherence, and professionalism.
Accuracy means that it is right, it is correct. Talking about grammar, your grammar is correct. Coherence, that it is logical. And cohesion means that the paragraphs are properly linked. The ideas in the paragraph correspond to the topic you are using for each paragraph. For example, the introduction, you only say, thank you, I am writing for this and this. In the second paragraph, maybe you are talking about your background experience or your academic experience. Only that. And in the next paragraph, you are talking about your professional experience as a professional. So don't mix this, that is cohesion. And also the way that you link your ideas, it has to do with how you link this. And professionalism, okay, make it sound like as if you were a professional. And then the last one, Ere, thank you.
Seek feedback from peers or mentors before submitting your final application.
Submitting.
Submitting, yes. Sure.
Before you send your letter, it is a good, well, in the case of the exam, well, you can write some letters and we can read it here in the class. But in the case of a real letter that you want to send, it is better if you, before you send it, you have others read your email and give you some suggestions, some feedback. Well, then we have a sample email. I didn't write this, to be honest. It is from a website. I am going to give you all the information about this website. It is going to be here for you to go directly there, and you can read all these sample emails directly on the website. But I decided to put it here to make it more fluent. Well, student letter of application answer. They give us a sample paper here. a sample letter. Well, can you read this, Alex?
Yes, teacher. Student's letter of application answer. Dear Sir or Madam, I'm writing to apply for 2-year degree in teaching English at the university level. At present, I am a teacher of English and a computer science in the primary school here in Lutinia.
Leukemia. I think
I
that
am
is the. Uh-huh.
I am keen to improve my English as this is not only my hobby but also a strong need. I should add that I am already halfway towards achieving my goal. 10 years ago, I was a university teacher of computer science. Up to now, I have specialized in both subjects. I
Specialized. Mm-hmm.
specialized in both subjects. I graduated from Technical University of Wrocław, Department of Foreign Languages, and the Academy of Economics, Department of Computer Science with master's degree. I have a great deal of work experience that demonstrates my ability in languages. I have undertaken a number of translation projects for doctors, scientists, computer programmers, and travel guides. I estimate that my English is at an advanced level, and at present, I am preparing for the CAE exam. I am particularly interested in completing my degree at the university, as it is famous all over the world. If you wish, uh, Miss
Mrs.
J, Mrs. J4 can give you a reference. I hope you will give me my application. I hope you will give my application serious consideration, and I look forward to hearing from you. Yours faithfully,
Mm-hmm. Israel González or Alex González. Uh-huh. Erendira Miranda. Uh-huh. Lou, I don't know. Uh-huh. So, Lou, I don't know. In this case, he writes
Padilla, you said.
yours. What?
Padilla, you
Padilla?
said.
No, no, no. It is just a nickname. She said,
Ah,
not
sorry.
real surname. No, no,
Okay.
no. Well, in this case, this person, this student writes yours faithfully. Uh-huh. Why? Because she or he doesn't know the real name of the person. Because you are not giving this, you are not being given this information in the task. Uh-huh. So, well, let's go one by one. What first the salutation, dear sir or madam. Remember, this is when you don't know the name of the person. Uh-huh. Just dear sir or madam. If you know the name of the person, of course, you should include it. Dear Israel Gonzalez, dear Erendira Miranda, the one that you are writing to. Uh-huh. The name of the person. Then the introduction. Uh-huh. Reasons for writing. I am writing to apply for your 2-year degree in teaching English. Oh, uh-huh. So simple. You need to state your reasons for writing. We were checking some phrases that you can use in order to express this in the previous lessons, and you can go back and check them. I am writing to apply for your 2-year degree in teaching English at the university level, or you can state it in the way you want, but remember, this should be direct and short. You only have 220 from 222 to 160. So maybe you should say what you are doing at this moment, or your state or your situation at this moment. At present, I am a teacher of English and a computer science in the primary school in Detroit. For example, I could say, at present, I am a teacher working online as a freelance, and I have 15 years of experience teaching online. No. Online only 3 years. So, okay. Then what is in the next paragraph? What is this student doing or including?
Talking
Yes,
about
background.
the academic goals.
Academic goals. What else?
Why
Experience.
he is writing for?
Okay.
In
But
the
not
first or
only,
second, you said second paragraph?
yes, second paragraph.
He is highlighting his skills and experience.
And experience. What else, do?
He's mentioned his background.
His background. Okay. And also, I think
The motivation.
motivation. For example, he says, I am keen to improve my English. Like, I really want to improve my English. And the reasons why. Then I should add that I am already, some background. And situation. Also background, more background. Teacher of computer science. Up to now, I have specialized, academic preparation, let's say. I graduated. Okay. So motivation and background together. Here. Then in the next paragraph,
Experience that he has.
work experience. Yes, work experience, all of it. And reasons why he thinks he's, well, in this case, some reasons why he thinks he's good for the, well, a good candidate for the course. So he's matching his work experience with reasons why he thinks he's good. And then why is he interested in the course? Check it. I am particularly interested in completing my degree at your university, and reasons, as it is famous for all over the world. And maybe some extra relevant information, as they mentioned before. And then what is this? I hope you will give my application serious consideration. I look forward to hearing from you. What is this?
The final lines.
The closing.
Closing
The closing
lines.
line. That could be another paragraph, but I think he was careful that not to overpass the number of words. That is why he only wrote this line. I hope you will give my application serious consideration, and I look forward to hearing from you. Maybe he said, the number of words. So I am going to make it short. Okay? Yours faithfully. Remember, faithfully, because he doesn't know the name of the person. Israel Gonzalez. Sweet Manguito. Well, let's do something. Let's do something. We have some time. We don't have time to write the complete letter, but I think we can start making some plan. Making a plan. I will give you 7 minutes. I think it is good time. 7 minutes to make a plan for your letter. What are you going to write as a salutation? It can be dear sir or madam. But what are the things that you are going to include for your academic background and for your experience so far? Okay, so I am going to, you don't have to write complete sentences, well, or complete paragraphs, but only the things that you are going to mention so far, just as a plan. Remember, first the salutation, the introduction, and the ideas that you are going to include for your background, and the things that you are going to include for your experience. And maybe if you want to write reasons why you are interested in the course. And I want you to start thinking about a course you would like to apply for in another university. If you want to make it real, okay, you go and research and do some research. I would like, for example, in my case, I would like to apply for a course on how to teach online. Well, I am doing that course, but I am just giving you an example. So maybe you want to go and do some research on the internet for a course that you would like to study, maybe in Canada or in England or in Australia. What kind of course? And then the ideas that you are going to include. Okay, so I am going to give you 7 minutes. Let me start the clock. I teach it. Horrible. And then we are going to talk about it. We are not going to write the letter today, just the plan. Okay, 7 minutes. Some music or no music? What do you say?
Teacher, don't worry.
Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
music, please.
But we have to stop the recording for
Yeah.
health.
You
Okay. Sorry, it was only 7 minutes, not 20. Well, I know that maybe you haven't finished, but so far, what are the ideas that you think you are going to include? Who says me?
Me.
Okay, Alex. Thank you.
Well, I'm thinking about writing an application letter aimed to join a master in science at the University of Tanzania in Australia.
Okay. Just remember in the task that we have, it says for a British university. So you just
Okay, sorry.
to adjust it to that. No, but it is okay. In case you have a similar task in the exam, you just have to focus on that. To change those details.
It's
Okay.
just I thought we had to figure out the whole situation.
Yes, but in the case of the task that we have here, it says in a British school.
Okay.
So let's suppose it is a British school. Okay. What are the things that you are going to include?
Well, now I have to know the kind of program that is in the task, or is it a master degree or what?
Let's suppose that they have a master's degree in that British school. The only thing that you are going to change is that instead of saying that it is in Australia, it is in England, let's say.
Well, then I'd like to apply for a master degree in economic geology. And for that, I'm going to highlight my previous experience in mining and geology, and mention the thesis I wrote, and also the level of English that I already have.
Okay. Then
But that that's all I have
that
so
is
far.
all. Okay. Well, I suggest you work on the ideas that you are going to include according to what we were checking in here.
Yes.
Here
Okay.
and these things. Okay. Well, what about you, Lou?
I suppose it was a kind of a course or subject related to the language,
Okay.
English language. So in my case, I would say, or I would mention my interest in having maybe a degree in the English language, because it is here that it says that it's in a British university, and I would go for the idea of the language. So
Okay.
I might mention my interest about having this degree in English
Improving.
language.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and maybe saying about all the time that I've been studying the language previously, not as a not as a degree, but as a language as well. I don't have any experience in teaching English, but only in learning. So I suppose I would mention something related to that. The well, yeah, my interest in improving my English language, not only as the language per se, but maybe as a degree.
Okay.
In order to maybe later I could have the chance to teach the language.
And what about your well, you said you don't have experience, but remember that some volunteer work, for example, you can mention that you have been assisting a teacher or assisting I don't know, or helping people, and you think this volunteer
Could help.
work you so
Okay.
try to okay. And also
Okay.
I could try to find a real course to make it. For example, maybe tomorrow you want to share your screen, and you can show us the real course that you want to take. I am going to share my screen with a real course I want to take tomorrow, for example.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to mention some things that I should consider, including in my letter.
Okay.
And also try to focus on the skills that you think are relevant for the course.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what about you, Ede? What things are you planning to include in your letter?
Well, I was making a a search on the web about some universities, and I don't know, maybe a research a research program or about tourism or something like that. So I was searching, and I lost between many websites.
Okay. And what are some ideas that you think you are going to include?
Well, my experience in research, in teaching, of course, my academic grades. Well, I was yes, and why, and the motivation why I would like to apply for that program, but I'm looking for the program.
Okay. Well, just remember, try to include the things that you think are relevant for the course.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we are going to write our letters, and we are going to check the ones. For example, I remember Lou and Alex wrote one for the job. I don't know if I think it was
An
Eric.
email.
An
It
email,
was an email.
for the
Yeah.
job. We are going to
Yes,
check if
Alex, Eric, and myself.
okay. So tomorrow we are going to check those, and we are going to start writing the one that you need to write here. Okay? Well, don't worry. Take it easy. See you tomorrow, guys. Enjoy your day.
Enjoy the rest of the day. See
Thank you,
you.
teacher. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Bye.